Hi guys, it's Marissa here and I hope you're well. I have just come back from Melbourne. I was at the AFG Australian Finance Group conference and had some really interesting speakers. So I thought I'd share with you some updates on the Australian economy because things are looking quite good. We heard from Josh Frydenberg, who's of course the Treasurer, and also we had Craig James, who's the Chief Economist of CommSec, and both of them had good things to say about the state of the Australian economy, which obviously really good news for property investors and really good news for people that are looking to grow their wealth in Australia. So the things that the general themes that they both talked about was that, Australia has experienced record expansion. We've had almost 3 decades of continued growth, and that's a really impressive record for a developed economy throughout the world. So that's definitely helping our economy. Plus the fact that the federal government have recently brought the Australian budget back into balance, which is really good news as well. Obviously low inflation, which is also driving our low interest rates. We've got a low jobless rate across the country, a record trade surplus. Obviously the low Australian dollar is helping with that. We've still got really good population growth throughout the country, and the Chinese demand is still strong. So there's obviously quite a few things that are really pointing to the fact that the fundamentals of the Australian economy are still strong. A lot of people are getting a bit scared about the strength of the economy based on the fact that the Reserve Bank is continuing to reduce the cash rate. At the moment it's down to 0.75, and the predictions from the CommSec chief economist were that the rate will come down further to potentially 0.5% by maybe, by early next year. And we're hoping that will have flow-on effects to interest rates. What the Reserve Bank is trying to do is to increase spending, because even though the Reserve Bank has been reducing rates, people haven't been translating that into additional spending, and that's really something that would be good for the Australian economy. So they're hoping that with the combination of the rate cuts that have come and will continue to come to the early months of next year, plus the fact that everyone will be getting their extra tax bonus from the Australian government, that will lead to more good news in terms of consumer spending. But outside of that, all of the fundamentals of the Australian economy are really strong. The housing market's really strong, and that will be further boosted by the Australian government's proposal to help first home buyers. They've come out with their first home buyer scheme that's going to help initially 10,000 first home buyers to be able to borrow a higher percentage of the value without paying lenders' mortgage insurance. So that's going to be more good news for first home buyers, more good news for the property market. So there's a lot of positives ahead, which I think is really exciting. So what we can expect to see is that, good times for property investors ahead and good times for interest rate reduction. So they're 2 good ticks. If you are based in South Australia, we obviously, of course, also had the good news on Tuesday that the state Labor Party have decided that they're voting against the land tax bill, which is obviously very good news. It's good that they've listened to South Australians and they've realised the damage that the aggregation of land tax will cause to existing property investors, but also to future investment in our state, and they have basically voted against it. It's still, we still need a bit of time to work out whether this bill is going to be defeated or not, but obviously Labor voting against it is definitely a step in the right direction. So that's all from me today. If you have any comments or questions, please get in touch, but we'll catch up again soon. Bye.